Born in 1932, J.R. Cash was the son of an Arkansas sharecropper. As a child, he was influenced by gospel and country music. In 1950, Cash enlisted in the Air Force. During basic training in Texas, he met future wife Vivian Liberto before heading off to Germany. While overseas, he bought himself a guitar and started writing songs. Returning stateside, Cash and his new bride moved to Memphis, where he took on various day jobs while pursuing his musical aspirations. In 1955, Cash walked into Sun Studio to audition for label boss Sam Phillips. He recorded his own music, which sounded like a blend of blues, country, and early rock and roll. Along with the new songs came a name change, courtesy of Sam Phillips, who billed Cash as Johnny, which he initially hated. In 1956, he found success with early singles like Cry, Cry, Cry and I Walk the Line. Achieving a lifelong dream, he performed at the Grand Ole Opry. Dressed entirely in black, which was a stark contrast to the flamboyantly dressed country stars of the day, Cash was given the moniker, the Man in Black.
What you finally came to feel for Johnny Cash was respect. You know, that this was a guy who was going to go his own way, travel his own path.
Unfortunately, Johnny rarely met a pill he didn't like and used amphetamines to help him get through the demanding touring schedule of the late 50s. By the early 60s, Cash's addiction spiraled out of control as both his professional and personal life became a mess. He got divorced, the Grand Ole Opry wouldn't let him perform after he smashed the footlights, and he was busted for trying to smuggle amphetamines. He'd hit rock bottom. Cash found salvation through recently divorced June Carter, who helped him get clean. He also converted to fundamentalist Christianity. Cash's friendship with June Carter soon blossomed into romance. In 1968, he proposed to her on stage, and they were soon married. Always the rebel, Cash's major comeback was pulled off in a way only he could, when in 1968, he released his most popular album, which just happened to be recorded live in a maximum security prison. At Folsom Prison became an instant classic.
Nobody had gone and made a record in a maximum security prison before and said, that's the audience that I want to connect myself with and that I want to stand for. And he put his career and his money on the line to go and do that.
Always the voice of the downtrodden, Cash, along with wife June, became more politically active, speaking out to promote the rights of Native Americans and prisoners throughout the 70s. In 1980, he became the youngest ever inductee into the Country Music Hall of Fame. After a decline in commercial popularity in the 80s, Cash signed with American Recordings in 1993. The small label was run by producer Rick Rubin, best known for his work with the Beastie Boys and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Rubin produced Cash's first album for the label, titled American Recordings. It was critically acclaimed and helped introduce him to a younger audience. This successful collaboration continued with a cover of the Nine Inch Nails song, Hurt, which earned the 71-year-old an MTV Video of the Year nomination in 2003.
John, more than anything, he was a songwriter. And that's part of what makes him so unique and powerful and why he's such a voice in American culture, is that it isn't just about him being a great presence or having a good character to play. He wrote a kind of literature of song that is going to live forever.
Unfortunately, years of hard living and a battle with a neurological disease slowed Johnny down. But the worst blow came in 2003, when his beloved wife and soulmate June Carter Cash passed away following complications from heart surgery. 4 months later, Cash died of complications from diabetes at the age of 71.